don't know me from Adam or Eve or none of that stuff, right? If you just come up to me randomly and you're just like just getting on some racist, crazy stuff, to me, like, you don't look at me as a person. You'd want me dead. So in my mind, I got to take you out before you take me out. And that's my mind thinking. That's what I'm feeling. Check it out. If I don't know somebody and I'm just coming at you with anger and hate for no reason, what do you think I'm going to follow up with?
No, I agree, but that's different. I mean, so that's different. Those are individuals, right, that we're dealing with on a regular basis. That's correct. But the president of the country, man, and I know that
Chuck
we have
Schumer
votes.
a Palestinian, man. Come on now, you know who he is.
Who? What did he say?
He called Chuck Schumer's over here acting like a Palestinian, which is weird to say. Like, why would you just call somebody a Palestinian?
He's telling you how he feels about those people.
Yeah,
I mean, and the only people that he bombed their country and killed a person, the people of color. We got to just look at what they're doing, man. I got black people that I've known for years coming on saying, "Hey, Kamala Harris, she ain't black. I think that she was trying to be Indian up into 2019." Like, they just believe this stuff. I said, go look at her old pictures.
Because people don't read the articles; they read the headlines.
Go look at her hairstyles. Go look at her clothing choices. You can pay it. I mean, I'm black, so I can tell.
Check it out. Kamala Harris is Jamaican. The only difference between Jamaicans and foundational Black Americans is a boat ride. But what people are saying is that, look, she's not black like us. She's not. She's Jamaican, but she grew up around us.
You know that.
Will she do anything for us? No, she's a Democrat. They don't do nothing for black people.
Let me say this.
Hey, we'll give you less slavery time in jail.
Democrats do a lot for black people. I disagree with that one. But
yes, you have Megan Thee Stallion shaking ass on stage.
She's an entertainer. That's what Megan Thee Stallion does. You know,
what's her shaking her ass got to do with the economics and the instabilities in the black neighborhood?
What's the difference? What does Bruce Springsteen playing this guitar have to do with any of that? But that's entertainment.
Is Kamala Harris?
That's the entertainment section.
Is Meg Thee Stallion's ass shaking gonna create a building from up on the ground and make a youth center for the black folks? No,
but it's part of the entertainment, man. That's what you have there.
Why didn't she just get naked?
Why did they have what's his name? Kid Rock at their RNC?
Kid Rock's not shaking his ass or whipping his dick out. He's giving speeches.
But he says a lot of racist shit.
Megan Thee Stallion should have just got naked on stage.
You had Hulk Hogan rip his shirt off on stage. Just entertainment, man. That was entertainment.
Hulk Hogan got to give a speech.
It wasn't meant for us to be like, look, seeing that. That was just an entertainment thing for the.
Am I supposed to see? Ooh, look at that fat ass on that black lady. You got my vote, Kamala.
Let's go back to what we were talking about before
we get juicy. We're gonna have twerkers every day. Is when Kamala gives her speech, her State of the Union, is it gonna be ass shaking and a DJ in the back like Ricka 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 USA?
But anyway, man, like I said, man, at the end of the day, when it comes to having your president be the person who you're dealing with racism from, that's not something that I'm willing to deal with. I believe, if he's claiming that Barack Obama, like you said, that she's not black, she's Jamaican, but Jamaicans are black.
Yeah, they're black. A point, they're Jamaican.
But they're black. I mean,
no.
They're black people.
They're Jamaican. Yeah, they're black people. They're considered black. They're Jamaican. They have a culture. They come from somewhere. Black Americans have to create our own culture. We're called black.
We pretty much created our own culture here, just the same as they created their own culture in Jamaica. They weren't.
Yeah, man.
You get what I'm saying?
No one tests that rude boy.
They created that culture in Jamaica. It's the same exact thing, you know. So I mean, that's just how I feel about it personally. I feel like we get caught up a lot of times in thinking and feeling like this person is not black. I mean, I did my ancestry. I got 10 or 8% like European in my blood. So how many of us are all black anyways?
I'm just saying like this. I'd rather take the lady making fried chicken and curry than the man giving the police immunity.
And I would never call myself white ever a day in life. I never would, because I know probably that 8% came from something that wasn't pure at the end of the day. You know, you get what I'm saying? So if I really look at,
they said, sir, the only time you white is when you ask for change. You'd be like,
You feel me? So I'm just saying, we all sit back and we try to covet this thing, and we know that we're all fighting for the same exact thing, but we're beating ourselves up. I'm watching, and there's a lot of it's our own men like being against her because she's a woman. Like, what are we angry for? Because there's a black woman now who's going to rise to the pinnacle of men. A
lot of men don't like to answer to women,
and then a lot of us, they're like, she ain't black enough. But then you date outside your race. What's the difference? You'd be like, her husband's white.
Whoa, sir! Don't talk
I'm
about
not knocking dating outside the race.
Don't talk about my snow cave bunnies.
I have no problem with that. I'm just saying,
my milk of Malaysia.
We can't hold people to standards that we're not willing to every day hold ourselves
to.
That's
internet talk, though. Period. That's people on the internet. People on social media.
I know some of these people, though. But I know some of these people personally. Like, personally, I know this person. I'm like, man, he's telling me she claimed herself to be Indian. She was never claiming to be white. I said, man, she was part of the Black Attorneys Association in California, man.
Yeah, and then what's her name? It was was the president of the NAACP in Washington too. What's that lady's name?
She probably feel like she black. She probably do more black stuff than some of the blacks around.
She did actually a lot more stuff.
We're going to stop talking about this, man. Like there's Jewish people who helped out black people. There's a lot of
and there's a lot of Jewish people that had slaves.
I mean, and there's a lot of black people. There's black people who, I ain't gonna say it like that, but you do understand what I'm saying. But there's a lot of fucking other races of people who've done a lot to help out black people, and I'm not gonna forget about that just because I'm not gonna sit back and bash them. I remember I went to a store one time. I was at like a convenience store, and this black lady was in here. She was a darker skinned black woman, and there was this kid, and I could tell that he was of mixed breed. He's a mixed, mixed descent.
A biracial child.
Biracial, absolutely. And she's like, something, you not even black. And I just stopped her right there. I said, hold up, man. We're not going to do that. That's what we're not going to do. Because it's us three in there, and there ain't nothing but white people in that store. I said, that's what we're not going to do. He is black. You know what I'm saying? Just anybody else going to look at him and say he black. They're not going to say he white. They're not going to treat him white. So why are we tearing each other down? That's the weakest shit that I've ever seen before in my life.
Oh, you
I don't like
that
type of shit. That's the weakest
either.
shit. That's that whole... Even when it happened with the movement with Drake and Kendrick, I don't want to get into all that, but I'm saying I just feel like that's just some weak ass shit that we do to each other. Slay in a house this and versus a field this, man. That's us beating each other up, and that's weak shit, man.
Yeah,
I will never be cool with that. I'll never talk about that. That's some light skin. No, man, that's some black stuff. Whatever a person do when they get up in the morning, they black. That's what black people do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But
yeah.